Weirdly, it wasn't a problem for me to write. I found writing a fantastic escape tunnel from camp pandemic. I was digging my way out every day and wrote a lot, much more than I would write in a normal year. But the reading, I almost had to relearn how to do it with pleasure.
Because you've had 2 books come out during the pandemic.
I wrote 2 books. The last Rebus book, Song for the Dark Times, was written during the first pandemic last year. But then, just as I was finishing that, Canongate Publishers came along and said, William McIlvanney's estate and his widow have asked if you would take a look at the notes he wrote towards a final book, which he never quite got round to finishing. And so I looked at those notes and said, yeah, you could make a book out of this if you do X, Y, or Z, beef up that bit, do this. And they said, well, they would like you to do it.
Wow.
So I drew in a sharp sort of breath and thought about it, because it's a huge responsibility. But McIlvanney was such a hero to me, and I do want his books to be read by a new generation of readers, that I thought, okay, I'm going to take this on. And the secret, or the challenge there, was that it had to be an act of ventriloquism. I did not want the reader to hear or see me. I wanted it to be William McIlvanney. And I mean, it was, I went back and reread the Laidlaw novels. There are 3 featuring his detective, Jack Laidlaw, and this was to be a prequel. This was to be one of Laidlaw's early cases, so before the action of the 3 novels that McIlvanney did write about the character. So again, all of that was a challenge. Which characters do you need to bring in from the books that are going to follow? Do the character arcs, do they all work, etc., etc. And it's a short book because he didn't leave a huge amount of notes for me to work from. So it's well under 200 pages.
Did he leave you the ending?
Did he leave me the ending? No, he left me a kind of a postscript.
Right.
Not the climax of the book, but the aftermath.
Right.
Which is where the title, The Dark Remains, comes in almost for the first time in the book. And that was it. And he left me some characters and some scenes and some notes, quite cryptic at times, as to where he thought the story might go.